in my room because sometimes it's best to change your environment when you're going to work. A lot of times when we're working, we're just overwhelmed. It's the same environment, it's the same thing. So it's good to switch up every now and then, especially if you work remotely. If you have the capability or luxury to work remotely, you can take your work to a coffee shop like I just did. Sweet little coffee shop I just found in Washington Heights. There's several. I had no idea this existed, and I'm eating and I'm drinking cappuccino. I know I come at you pretty harsh. There's times and there's times I beat myself up. Everything's a lesson, remember? Everything, no mistakes, only lessons. I want to talk to you about choosing you. Choose you. I always talk about the matrix programming. I truly say we are born into the matrix, not born into sin. Maya has nothing to do with the matrix. This is all human programming to keep us enslaved, to keep us docile, to keep us in fear and division, so we don't see the truth of what's going on and awaken everybody. That's my job. My job here is to awaken the divine in you, to remind you of your purpose of why you came here. You did not just come here to suffer and die. You did not come here to be a Democrat, and you did not come here to be a Republican. You didn't come here to be black, and you didn't come here to be white. You are God, the Most High, divine, higher, supreme, infinite consciousness, having a human experience. You came to Earth to evolve, to grow, to learn, not to suffer at the hands of humans and to have a horrible, miserable life. We shouldn't even have dis-ease. Dis-ease is made by humans in labs. And when they find out certain things, and I know we had dis-ease before the FDA existed, but again, they were giving people polio on purpose. All I'm saying is we're a lot more important than what the good book says we are. God is not mad at you. God doesn't want to send you to hell. Again, you are energy. You are infinite consciousness. And you create. They say energy cannot be created or destroyed. We create energy all the time. This table I'm sitting at is energy. It's a very low vibrational energy, but it's still energy. This is your awakening to become the main character of your life, to not be controlled by the ebb and flow of the program. You have everything within you to change your physical reality. That's why they always get us at a very young age. It's either religious programming, fear programming, public school education programming. They're all involved, honey. And your higher self chose this. Your higher self chose all your obstacles, your destinies, your paths, your choices. Your higher self chose it all. Not for you to be a victim, not for you to say, woe is me, or life is unfair, but to make you the divine, strong, infinite being that you are, that you could pass on to your posterity, your future generations. Your ancestors were also you, and now they guide and assist you. You can call them spirit guides, you can call them angels. I know people like to give rules and regulations to certain things, but you are the master creator of your life. When they tell you at a very young age to turn the other cheek, to be the bigger person, to love those who are unlovable, or to love those who do not love you, to be good to those who are preying on your downfall. They tell you to pray for your enemies while they pray, P-R-E-Y, wordplay, on your downfall. These are the programs that we have to eliminate. We constantly try to see the good in others. We try to see the beauty in everything, which is a beautiful thing. But when you have an adversary, or as the young ones say, op, I say it a lot now. When you have an op, you know, light workers, again, gatekeepers, they'll say, oh, that's just your reflection. That's just, we're all source, so we're all a reflection of one another. But the one thing I will say that is the truth, how you feel about yourself, how you view yourself, how you were programmed, all of your experiences, the rejections, everything that you've gone through, you will mirror. The universe will mirror that back to you. And life will life you. Life will life out of you. And it is how you perceive it, and it is how you raise your vibration from it. And I know this sounds very woo of me, and this isn't normally how I talk, but I went through a huge transformation in just a month. That's why I haven't been doing any podcasts. That's why I haven't been really posting anything. I have literally went within. I went back into the void. I went back into heavy shadow work. And I told the universe 2 weeks ago, and my mom was my witness because I was in West Virginia visiting family. As I was sitting on the front porch with my mother, I said, Mom, I need you to be a witness for me. And I looked up into the sky and I said these words: please remove anybody who does not serve my highest good and who do not have my best interest in mind. And then I ended it with this: no matter how bad it hurts. And when I tell you, it took about 3 business days for the universe to deliver. Well, one of the ops, my ex, instantly the next day showed himself, literally showed himself. And I've had several people who have heard him talk horrible about me, lie on me, slander my name, tell me constantly, he's not your friend, stay away from him, don't ever speak to him, da 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 da. But that program was still in the back of my mind. And when I say gutted, because he showed me who he really was. And when I say 11 years of living with your op, like I loved this person with everything in me. After we split, I still continue to love him, even though this whole time he's been lying on me. And I won't say his name because I won't give him a chance to make any more money off of me. That's what I'm saying. You have to set your intention and believe it and stand on it. The next one, I consider a very valuable friend. We were like life coaching each other for almost 3 years. Just literally, he's a spiritual person. He knows the truth. I had a deep soul connection with him, like deep love for him. As like a past life partner, now a friend in this life, gutted me. 2 in a row. And I knew deep down, between us, fam, I knew deep down that's who I was talking about. But I had to get gutted. It had to be so cruel what they did. It was the only way my subconscious mind was going to pick up on what was happening and what I was mirroring back. I was just telling the universe, I'm screaming it with my subconscious mind, my energy, with my vibe, with how I feel. I am not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of respect. I'm not worthy of anything. And you're like, Crystal, why would you feel that way about yourself? Because of the past. Because I never truly healed from the past. I thought I did. I thought I had rid myself of all the programming, the blocks. And like I've always told y'all, I will always show up authentic in the truth. And I cannot show up for you and be fake and be like, everything's great, when actually nothing was great at all. So I took a break, a well-needed one. It gave me this energy, this new lease on life. And I remember sitting there. I was at my mom's table, and I said to myself, what? And if you talk to your cellular, yourself, C-E-L-L, your cells will hear you. If you talk to your subconscious mind, you ask your body, where am I hurting? Why is this happening? The first thought, don't second guess it. The first thought is your subconscious mind, your higher self, your higher infinite consciousness talking back to you. So this is what I said. I asked myself, I was like, what is it in me that's causing me to attract broken people, people who don't have nice intentions for me, that want to either use me, like with everything in me and around me, whether it's money, time, energy, attention. What is it about me that wants to keep being good to people who are not good to me? Instant. This is what I heard. Love your enemies. Be good to those who hurt you. Pray for those who mistreat you. For yours is the kingdom of heaven. If they strike you, turn and offer the other cheek. If they take from you, offer them your coat, because yours is the kingdom of heaven. Think about that. As soon as I heard that, I went, oh, I thought I had rid myself of all the toxic programming that teaches me to hate myself. I didn't. So soon as I heard that, all is mind. So all you have to do is set an intention and use your imagination to remove that stuff. That's all you have to do. Literally, it's that freaking easy. So yeah, as soon as I figured that out, I was like, what in the world? Like, really, all is mine. I am literally projecting to my reality that I am okay with being abused and mistreated because mine is the kingdom of heaven. Of course, I don't believe that now. I'm still a good person. I'm still loving. I'm still that faithful friend. But I'm not tolerating that shit anymore. And I suggest you do the same, so think about it. When you cut off the toxic stuff, when you stop feeding the energy vampire, what happens? Oh, here they come. They show up, don't they? But this is where you stand on business. And you start loving yourself the way you love others. Especially the ones that don't deserve your love. And you know they don't deserve it. And you know, are we wanting to be martyrs? Aren't you sick of being a martyr? Literally sacrificing yourself over and over and over again. Trying to get someone to understand that they are worthy of love. Not in a manipulative way, not to win them, but just to show them, like, I was mistreated as a child. You were mistreated as a child, and it followed you into adulthood. So when you find someone that you could tell is a broken person, you will look deep, 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 deep in there and see their soul. And you say to yourself, oh, I know how they feel. Let me show them what it feels like to be truly respected and loved. But the problem with narcissists is it's never enough. It's never enough. So if you can take the time to heal, if you can take the time to take care of yourself and do all the things that you need to do so you can have a peaceful, abundant life, so can they. Therapy is for everybody, honey. And I'm all for therapy. Some things therapists can't do. A lot of the therapists are not spiritual, and they're part of the program. And their job, a lot of the times, is to diagnose you so you can use it as a crutch. You know, I have ADHD, I'm neurodivergent, I'm bipolar. It's always a diagnosis. But what you want to do, along with therapy, because it does help, sometimes it helps. Well, it does help. There's no sometimes. It helps when there's an outsider looking into your problem. But this is where you do the work. And you break out your journal and you write down all of the programs you were taught. And then you release it. So what you can do, this is what I did. I'm going to talk to you. I say, I don't believe in killing your ego. I believe in healing it. And in order to heal your ego, heal the person you came to be, you have to kill aspects of yourself off. You have to kill. You have to transmute. You have to give back to the universe certain aspects of yourself that is causing you to repeat this toxic cycle. So what you can do is choose an aspect of yourself. I'll give you an example. Love your enemies. Be good to those who mistreat you, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. That part of me is gone. What I did, and what you can do, again, close your eyes. Remember, and it's going to be a pain, but you have to face this. You can't keep throwing this stuff in the back of your subconscious mind, because the more pain and trauma you store and not face, the more your reality is going to give you back what you think about yourself. So what you want to do is this. Close your eyes. Imagine that small child that was taught the program. See the instances where that small child was hurt. Go into teenage years. See the instances where that teenager was hurt by perpetuating this program to keep you a slave. Then imagine yourself as a young adult, maybe in your 20s, and then imagine yourself as, if you're older, Now, look that person in the face with all those aspects. And then say to them, I cannot go on with you. Because that aspect is stuck. It is stuck in the program. And this is where it looks delulu, it looks crazy. I mean, I've seen the craziest stuff. Nothing shocks me anymore. And you tell that aspect of yourself, I surrender you to Source. You hug it. And you say, what you're doing to us is hurting us. By you being good to very negative, narcissistic, mean people that want to hurt you, you're hurting us. And I can no longer have you in my life. It's not you. It's a programmed you. It's an aspect of you. But it's not you. You're still very present. You're still very grounded. I'm Crystal. I'm still here. That part of me is destroying me. And it just keeps perpetuating this toxic cycle of me being good to people that ain't shit at all. So I hugged that aspect of myself, like all little aspects came within, and then I transmuted it, and it turned into light, and it floated away. And I could feel it, like you could. And then what you want to do is say this to yourself. It is impossible for me to be in love with someone who is not in love with me. It is impossible for me to be in love with someone who is not in love with me. And as you program in your little supercomputer, I would always call your brain is your little your mind, your subconscious mind. And that's how you do it. And that's what I've been saying to myself. It's impossible for me to be in love with someone who's not in love with me. That way, you're putting energy out there, so even if they try to trick you, even if they try to manipulate you, if you don't have it, it worked. And it all works. Set an intention, stand on business, and taking care of yourself. Choose you. If you choose yourself properly, everything else will align and fall in place. What you want to start doing, the same way you fed into that person, fed into that job, that situation, poured. It is time to pour into yourself. Choose you. Yes. And I mean, again, I don't speak about anything that I'm not going through, that I'm not experienced. But yeah, that's how you do it, is start feeding into your vessel. Start loving yourself. Start doing self-care techniques. Find a favorite meditation. As soon as you wake up, program your mind. If you don't want to listen to a guided meditation, sit there in silence, but sit up because you'll fall back asleep. Set the timer for 15 minutes. And that way you can go within and you can clear your mind and you can journal. You can write out your intentions for today. You can give yourself a bubble bath or take yourself on a date. I take myself on dates all the time. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be comfortable with being alone. And I promise you, once you raise your vibration, your energy level, they'll start falling off. I love you. And I appreciate you for being patient with me while I go through this process. I love you so much. We are Magick. We are one. Take care.